thanks to the support as a channel member, Rexmus1. Well, boys and girls, we have some reasons to be cheerful. These are our first ever games played in League Two. That's good. Less good is that I'm not entirely sure the team is even as good as the one that we had last year. And we had a very tough transfer window. So if we manage to do anything other than just get thumped in these first couple of matches, I'll be delighted. On the flip side of all of that, often when I'm this pessimistic going into a season, it does often turn into a good season. So really hope that's the case this time round. Hello and welcome to part 91 of Wembley to Wembley. I'm Kevin, coming up on today's episode of our first 2 games ever in League Two. First 2 games ever as a professional football club. Pre-season has been a disaster. It's going to be fine though. We play against Forest Green and Stevenage in the league. The media think we're going to finish rock bottom and go straight back down again. And frankly, the fact that Stevenage are one of the worst teams in the league as well means that we are going to learn a lot by the end of this episode. If we don't get a result against Stevenage, this season is going to be a struggle. But first up, Forest Green. It is a new look team. Same system that we played towards the end of last season, though. And fingers crossed the new players can pick up where last season's heroes left off. Team cohesion, club atmosphere, none of it's very good. It's all going to be fine. It's Perini in goal, a back four of new boy Bartiromo, Yoshiyama and Wiles with another new boy Ferguson at right back, new boy Bailey in midfield alongside Murray, and then Scanlon and Kelleher out wide with new boys McCormack and Muller in the middle. Huge pressure on these new attacking players. We got promoted last year because we scored more goals than everybody else. We had 2 very good strikers. Now we have 1 striker and we don't know if he's any good or not yet. So lots and lots of pressure on Muller. If he can go out there today and score a hat-trick, then we might just be okay. We're starting things off with a corner. It's a big in-swinger to the far post. That stand's got fans in. That's the first time there's ever been fans back there, and James Wiles is the first player to ever score a goal for Wembley in the Football League. I mean, we're winning. I'll take any goals I can get this season, any points we can get this season. They all work for me. And this is, I mean, it's well worked. The 2 centre-backs combining, those 2 obviously know each other very well from last year. Neither of them, in fact, no, Wiles has had a new contract. No, I think they've both had new contracts, actually. Both Wiles and Yoshihama, I think, got new contracts. So they're both on loads more money than they were on previously. Loads more money than I'm on, by the way. We have to pay our first team players £425 a week. I'm still on £120 a week as their manager. So that's nice. No rules about how much the managers have to get paid at this level, which I think is a little bit harsh. It's also a little bit harsh that we scored and then immediately conceded. So that doesn't bode well for us defensively, does it? The 2 centre-backs combined nicely for us to score and then just didn't really fancy doing any defending. Although apparently they don't get any blame for it. With the goal and the assist, that outweighs the fact that the opposition just carved through us as if we didn't have a defence immediately after. Oh, God. It's going to be a long season, everybody. They've had 2 shots and scored twice. Oh, and we're already so far over our wage budget as well. I don't even know what we can do about it. And the mad thing is, even if we went another £4,000 a week over our wage budget and doubled what our wage budget is supposed to be, still staying within FFP, we'd still be paying considerably less in salaries than the next lowest paying team in the league. We're that far off the pace, and it was hard enough in the National League paying that far below everybody else. But when we're professional and, yeah, we're going straight back down. This is getting embarrassing, is what the commentary says at the bottom. We've been in the Football League for 16 minutes, and the text-based commentary is already telling me we're embarrassing. They've had 3 shots and scored all 3 of them, so Perini's not up to it then, is what we're taking from that, I guess. Nothing we can do about that. Can't replace him. Only allowed 3 loans in the matchday squad. If they score again... Wow. How are Wiles and Yoshihama still on 7 and 7.1? Lovely. The aliens have joined us here in professional football. What on earth? What on earth can we do about this? We've been off the pace in the past. Never quite to this extent. And I don't even know if it's going to save us, that it's quite hard to get relegated from this league, because obviously there's only 2 teams that go down. So you just have to finishing 22nd will be an achievement for us this year. One that, based on that first half performance, I suspect we are not up to doing. There's still a month until the transfer window closes. I think there is much work still needs to be done. The only problem is every signing we make gets us further and further over budget, which then lowers morale because there's so many players who are upset about the financial position of the club already. So we have to balance trying to find quality with the fact that they're not going to perform to their potential because they're going to be unhappy because we're paying their wages. Never in the history of Football Manager has anyone needed a tycoon takeover more than we need one here. Oh my word, Perini made a save. That's new. He's realised, because even when you're a professional, you're still allowed to use your hands. He's just learnt that. We had to explain that to him at half time. Maybe we'll be fine from here. Maybe we won't concede 4 goals every. Oh my word! I'm berating them. This is not good enough. Oh my goodness! What do we do? Let me know down in the comments, what on earth am I supposed to do about this? It feels utterly insurmountable. And I'd like to present this as well. For many years to come, this video will be linked to everybody who gets in my comments section telling me how overpowered the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress is. We're using the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. We've been using it the whole match. So tell me again how overpowered it is, boys and girls. Scanlon cuts in, goes back again, and he's trying to find a cross. I think he does find the cross. McCormick's hit the post. That was quite a good move. In actual fact, there's been a couple of times, attacking-wise, we've not looked too bad. We just haven't successfully defended an attack yet, which isn't ideal. It's not ideal. Right, Kelleher's going to come off. One of the new boys, Henderson Derbyshire, can come on. We'll bring on, Robinson is a centre-back. We're going to have to play him at left-back. And we've got, there you go, he can play right-back. Change the fullbacks. Change the fullbacks, change the world. Demand more. We're allowed to do 5 substitutions now. We don't have enough players to do it, but goodness me, we're going to, because it's fun, isn't it, to be able to do 5 substitutions every game. So we're going to certainly rotate the appearances around the squad a little bit. We have been better in the second half, just not close to good enough. Scanlon almost getting through on goal, but just decided to, you know what, with 3 goals down, it's not really worth bothering. I can kind of understand his point of view. Just don't waste your energy. He picked up so many injuries last year. Don't overstress your delicate little legs. Goodness me, that'd be a disaster, wouldn't it? Right, Bailey wonders what he's let himself into. He's been given the Tom Best shirt and is supposedly our best player. That was a nice pass, wasn't it? Henderson Derbyshire plays it into Shaibu, who bursts into the area, plays it across to Muller, and Wally Muller has scored on his debut. That's a silver lining on this cloud, I guess. Our striker has scored on his debut, and that was 2 of the new players linking up to make it happen as well. So maybe all hope is not lost. Maybe Forest Green are going to win the league comfortably this year. We'll take off McCormack. Wildman can come on for him. And then for the final change, I guess we'll take off Scanlon, bring on Keats, and shuffle everyone around a bit. So Wildman can go out there. Derbyshire can go in there. There you go. That works. We'll do that. We'll leave Muller up front. We won't force him out onto the wing. He's the only striker we've got. We're not going to force him out onto the wing just yet. Why is Wildman already shattered? He's only just entered the pitch. Was he injured going in? He might have been injured going in. Maybe we shouldn't have brought him on, but it's fine. We wanted to make 5 substitutions. And look, he's doing all right, even though he's injured. We've got another goal there. Wally Muller's scored again. And so he looks quite good. A 50th league goal of the career for him as well. He's only 24. So we've got a goal scorer. And we're actually only 1 goal down with about 10 minutes to go. Stranger things have happened here, folks. We're going attacking. We're going to encourage the team. Dare we dream a little? We've actually got back into it in this second half. If we hadn't have been so utterly pathetic in the first half, we might have got a point there and then we'd be really happy. We scored 3 goals. We just need to learn to defend. Well, we lost again midweek against McDongs to get knocked out of the EFL Cup. in the first time we ever played in it. Wally Muller scored again, though, so I actually think he might be quite good. We now play Stevenage. Remember, Stevenage are another team who are supposed to be in a relegation battle, so if we've got any hope of staying up, we can't get thumped against this lot. We're playing the same team that you saw us play in the first game of the season, and fingers crossed we can end the episode on a high after all of this misery and go out there and pick up a result against Stevenage, and maybe, just maybe, we'll stand a chance of staying in the league if we can come away from this match with a point. Imagine 3 points. Right, we're going to try a long throw here through Wiles. Finds Murray. Murray turns, plays it into Muller, who's got space in the area. But it's a fairly tame effort from him. Based on how good in front of goal he's been so far, would have expected a little bit more from him picking up the ball in space inside the penalty area, but twasn't to be. McCormack plays it back to Murray, who looks for the ball over the top. Think he's looking for the run of Muller. Muller was having none of it, and it goes straight back to the Stevenage goalkeeper without very much happening in the highlight, which does make me worry that the highlight was not that, and it's actually going to be us watching Stevenage knock the ball around us. And anyone who's seen Stevenage play in real life in recent years knows the idea of two of their players passing to each other when they're relatively close to each other is very unlikely. Very much all about lumping it forward. So it is a little bit upsetting watching Stevenage, of all teams, knock the ball around us. But the cross comes in, their goalkeeper slaps at it. I am a little bit worried that Kelleher has stayed down on this near side. So Stevenage, this is the Stevenage we all know and love from real life. They're going to score while we've got an injured player down, because any way to get an advantage that you don't really deserve to have. And that's exactly what they've done. I imagine Kelleher's now injured, and we're 1-0 down against one of the worst teams in the league. Well, unbelievably, the commentary said there that the Stevenage fans are angry because they think Kelleher's faking to waste time. They scored a goal while he was down. So, don't think he was faking, was he? He was still lying down when we kicked off. Not quite why we kicked off with him still on the floor, I'm not entirely sure. But, you know, we did, which is fair enough. Right, Scanlon into McCormack. The attack looks good. Our front four are playing well, and Muller with the immediate reply. We've got a front four that works here. McCormack and Muller have slotted straight in with Scanlon and Kelleher. The front four looks good. Bailey looks good. We need another midfielder to go alongside him, and I think we do need to upgrade the defenders and the goalkeeper. But we are not completely awful. Look at our XG, an XG of over 1. I mean, most of that would have been from that one chance from Muller, because it was a goal line tap in, which is going to give you an awful lot of XG, because it's very difficult to miss from there. And he didn't, because that's his 4th goal in a week. So he's certainly arrived in style, hasn't he? That's good work from Ferguson as well, who bursts into the area but can't keep his shot down. It would have been one of the goals of the season if it had got in. It didn't go in, though. So the in-game commentary is very insightful today. I don't usually pay this much attention to it, but it knows what it's talking about, doesn't it? Tell you what, if we could end the season in 18th, I'd be very happy with that. More of this, please. We're doing okay today. Kelleher, back to Bailey, and now Murray. Scanlon, who has looked dangerous today, plays it back to Bailey. Bailey shoots from range. I was on my way up. If we go ahead in any football match this season, it's going to be like winning the FA Cup. Right, we've got a corner. We have got some set-piece threats. Wiles, of course, is the main one. He doesn't get onto the end of it, but it ends up going back into the area. Murray's there. Ferguson's there. It's bobbling around in the area. Stevenage scramble it clear. They didn't leave anybody forward, though. So presumably we got the ball straight back in the mixer, but nothing came of it because the highlight just stopped. 1-1 at half-time. We'd take a point because it's 1 point more than I thought we were going to get 10 minutes ago. But I feel like Stevenage are here for the taking. We've been the better team today. Can we find a way to break through, though, against a team that seemed quite happy to just stop us from scoring, apart from when they did that one goal for themselves? They've not shown much attacking ambition. Yoshihama tries to get it clear, but it doesn't go very far. Second time of asking, though, gets a bit further, but ends up straight back with the Stevenage players again, and they're just going to try and get it back into our area. Close them down. Good work from McCoy. A few episodes ago, I was talking about why I wanted to start pressing. It's not because it's super overpowered. It's because of stuff like that. We're actually winning the ball and hassling players. And this is how I love to see my teams play. That's a lovely cross. Muller's there again. And Wally Muller is a goal machine. 5 goals for him already. This is only the second league game of the season. Of course, we are crediting him with one goal he scored in the cup. But this is a great cross from Scanlon. Is it Scanlon who hits this? It is. A lovely, lovely cross. Gets Muller in acres of space. And if we can keep him fit, we've got a proper player on our hands there in Wally Muller. Goodness me, 2-1 up. It does scare me when we have one player who scores all our goals. But on the flip side of that, now we're professional. Now we're in the Football League. If we have a player who gets 30 goals over the course of the season, which it might be a bit premature talking about him in that way, but a 30-goal striker at this level is worth a couple of $100,000. We can actually make some money on him. Stevenage have got the equaliser relatively easily as well. They've just sort of cut through us. Bailey, all the way out there. I'm not really sure it's where I want Bailey to be. I want him protecting the defence, and he didn't really there. And I don't know about Wiles and Yoshihama at this level. I loved them last year. They do seem to be getting caught a little flat, a little often. And we already have Yoshihama on a cover instruction, so they shouldn't be getting caught that flat. But they've got him behind us again here. It's Yoshihama trying to go out there to cover. He can't get there. I wonder if we need a bigger centre-back than Yoshihama at this level as well. At 5'10", we got away with it last year, but he is little. Maybe he should be moving forward into central midfield and we bring somebody in to play as an actual full-size defender behind him. Right, it's substitution o'clock. Kelleher can come off for Derbyshire. Bailey's not had the best of games, so Shaibu can come on for him. And you know what? Let's get Robinson on again. Why not? Take advantage of being able to make substitutions. Who's got a winner for me? It's probably Wally Muller. If anyone's got one, it's probably him. He's had 2 shots today, or 2 shots on target. They've both gone in. He is a finisher. Right, McCormack and Scanlon both had enough as well. So let's... I mean, we can't take them both off. So we'll just do the one, I guess. It's going to be McCormack. So we can put Henderson Derbyshire in there. We can bring Keats on there. And then I guess we take off Ferguson for D'Souza. There you go. Easy peasy. 5 substitutions made again. I know you don't have to, but the novelty is going to take a long time to wear off. I've done 90 episodes of not being able to do that. I'm very much going to enjoy getting to do it again. It's very, very pleasant. It's been months of my real life since I've been able to consistently make 5 substitutions in a match. If we concede here, it's hideous. We deserve a result out of this game. And I actually think I'm a little hard done by just drawing. If Stevenage go on to win, that's a proper sucker punch that he's going to take some recovering from, because this is, like I said at the start, this is a team we have to be able to get results against if we're going to have any kind of chance of staying up. So the fact that they're about to score is really hideous. That's horrible. 0 points on the board. That's definitely dropped points. We've had signs of life in both games, but I don't think you get points for signs of life, do you? That is a very worrying development, what's happened in that game. Couple of weeks till the transfer window closes. We need like 8 players. And Scanlon's injured again. Brilliant. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.